الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى أهله وصحبه ومن والاه فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Uh, so this is module number 12 and we'll continue. We'll start from lesson number 10. So lesson number 10 is the official introduction of the present tense of the Arabic verb. That's fi'l al-mudari'. The Arabic verb has only three forms of verb. And these are al-madi, al-mudari' and al-amr. So we've done the madi, we are doing the mudari', and we'll do al-amr in lesson number 14, inshallah. In the mudari', one of these letters precedes the verb, either a ya, a ta, amza, or nun. Just like zahaba, yazhabu, a ya preceded it. And then it becomes tazhabu, becomes azhabu, becomes nazhabu. So either of these two letters have to precede the fi'l mudari'. We've learned that he wrote is kataba. Now we will learn that he writes is yaktubu. Kataba, yaktubu. You should note that yaktubu means he writes. It could also mean he's writing. It could also mean he will write. So the mudari' can mean present, present continuous, and future tense. You will learn more on how to differentiate them in the future by adding some other things. And most importantly, from the context of the verb of the sentence, you see what the verb is denoting. Is it denoting he is doing, or he does, or he will do? From the context, you get to know. Now let us look at the differences between the forms of the madi and the mudari' kataba yaktubu. We have learned that most Arabic verbs have three letters, or you can call them three radicals. In the madi, the first radical has a fatha, that's the faf kalima, it has a fatha, and in the mudari' it has a sukun. The third radical has a fatha in the madi, and in the mudari' it has a dhamma. The second radical may have any of the three vowels, fatha, kasra, dhamma, both in the madi as well as in the mudari'. So the action always happens at the ayn kalima, the second radical, in the madi and in the mudari'. According to the vowel of the second radical, verbs are classified into 6 groups according to the vowel of the second radicals. So we'll learn 4 of this group in this lesson. I think we already learned the 6. That is, number 1 group is the fatha to dhamma group. So this is the fa'ala yaf'ulu group. Kataba yaktubu is an example. Qatala yaktulu, sajada yasjudu. And then you learn the fatha to kasra group, fa'ala, and then yaf'ailu, which is jalasa yajlisu. And I think we've covered all of the groups, alhamdulillah. The second thing we'll learn in this lesson, number 10, is numbers from 21 to 30. The two parts of the numbers are joined by a waw, e.g. you have wahidun wa ishiruna taliban. Wahidun, which means 1, and ashiruna and 20, that's 21, taliban. So note that the first part of these numbers has tanween. So it's not like your 11, 12, 13, where there's no tanween and they are all mansub. So it's not like the ahada ashara. This one is connected by a waw, and the first part has a tanween. So you say wahidun, and you will not say wahidan. Wahidun, except if the situation calls for it. Wahidun wa ishiruna, that is 21. And then you have salasatun wa ishiruna as example, arba'atun wa ishiruna, and the likes. The word isnani, of course, has no tanween. So the exception to the tanween of the first part is isnani and isnatani. And you should also note that wahidun and ithnani are masculine with masculine ma'dud, but numbers from 3 to 9 are feminine. So what this means is that when you are counting 21 to 30, you should be used to 1, 2, 11, 12, 21, 22, all of those 1 and 2, they agree with the ma'dud, like Nat, they agree in gender. So it's the same thing with 21. So if you are counting 21, something that is masculine, they will have to agree in gender. 22 will agree in gender. It is when you get to 23 that they start disagreeing, and the first part of this number will be masculine if what you are counting is feminine, and will be feminine if what you are counting is masculine. Take examples. You have wahidun wa ishiruna rajulan. So you should have noticed that what you are counting, the ma'dud is mansub and it is mufrad. It is singular and it is mansub. Rajulan. So wahidun wa ishiruna rajulan. Wahidun is muzakkar, rajulan is muzakkar. Ithnani wa ishiruna rajulan. Ithnani is muzakkar because we did not say ithnatani. Rajulan is muzakkar. Thalathatun wa ishiruna rajulan. Now you see thalathatun because we are counting something masculine. And then arba'atun wa ishiruna rajulan. And continuing in that nature. So the ma'dud is singular and mansub. Alright, so it's a short lesson. The third thing you learn in the lesson is how to say time. So look at this. At-tasi'atu illa rubu'an. This means, illa literally means except. Note that the noun after illa is mansub. So you should not mistake this with illa. Illa means to. Illa means except. So at-tasi'atu, 9 o'clock. As-sa'atu tasi'atu, 9 o'clock. Illa except, so we should remove what is coming after from the 9. Rubu'an. What is rubu'an? We did fractions. So rubu'an is a fourth, 1/4. So what is 1/4 of an hour? That is 15 minutes. So quarter to 9. So if you say at-tasi'a, it means it is 9 o'clock. Now you say illa, it means except. Rubu'an, so it means it's 15 minutes to 9, quarter to 9. Note the following. As-sa'atu al-wahidatu illa 10 daqa'iq, which means 10 minutes to 1. As-sa'atu al-wahidatu, 1 o'clock, except 10 minutes, daqa'iqa, minutes. And then you have as-sa'atu thaniya, which means 2 o'clock, illa 5 daqa'iqa, 5 minutes to 2. So if you don't put illa, it will mean 2 o'clock. Now you remove the minutes, it means 2, except those time you are doing the istisna. 1 minute to 5. As-sa'atu al-khamisatu illa daqiqatan wahidatan, 1 minute to 5. Daqiqatan, 1 minute, and then wahidatan, 1 minute. We have learned that, I think you should note that what comes after illa is always mansub. It's important. We'll learn more about illa in book 3, inshallah. The fourth thing you'll learn in lesson number 10 is la'alla. I think we've learned la'alla in lesson 1. We said la'alla could be ishfaq, or it could be ataraji. Ataraji, and it means hoping. You hope. And then ishfaq is fear. La'alla could mean the two. The context will tell us the meaning that the la'alla is serving in the sentence. Take for example, لعله يرجع اليوم متأخرا. So I'm afraid he will come late today. يرجع اليوم متأخرا. He will come late today. لعله, I'm afraid he يرجع اليوم متأخرا. He will return today late. So in this case, لعل is for al-ishfaq. it is, I'm afraid, it is not I hope it comes late. So the meaning determines the type that you use. As it means, I'm afraid you will come back late today. The fifth thing you learned in this lesson is baina. Baina, which means between. So the noun following baina is majrur because it is mudaf ilayhi. Iji jalasa Hamidun bayna Bilalin wa Faisalin. Hamid sat between Bilal and Faisal. So bayna makes Bilal majrur, mudaf ilayhi majrur. Bayna should be repeated when you are using pronoun. You see, because we are mentioning the names, you said one bayna. But if you're using pronouns, you repeat the bayna before the next pronoun. So haza bayni wa baynak. This is between me and you. And then we'll have the new words. Da'iman. Da'iman means always. That's the opposite of ahyanan. Ahyanan means sometimes. And then you have maratan ukhra, which means once more. Maktabun, office. Amilun, worker or laborer. And then tulun, which means length. And ardun, which means width. Arduha as-samawat wal-ard, the width. And then masafa means distance. Kilometron, which means kilometer in Arabic, and centimetron, which means centimeter, and metron, which means meter. And then we have some madi mudari amila, ya'malu, rakaha, yarka'u, sajada yasjudu, fa'ala yaf'alu, raka'a, no, rakaba yarkabu. Rakaba means to ride. Rakib is like a passenger. Rakaba, to ride in a bus or something. Bayna, between. Baynahuma, between two things. Baynahuma, between two things. Between them here might be confusing. Baynahum is between more than two. Alright, so we'll begin the lesson, inshallah. Ad-Darusul Ashir, lesson number 10. ذهب زكريا لزيارة حامد بعد صلاة الفجر. Zakaria went to visit Hamid after Salatul Fajr. ولكنه, remember Lakinna? Lakinna, which is the sister of who? Lakinna min akhawati inna. So who is ismu Lakinna mansub? لكنه ما وجده في البيت, but he did not. Wajada is he found. Ma wajada means he did not find. Who is your mafulun bihi? Walakinahu, but he did not. Walakinahu, but he, ma wajadahu, did not find him fil bayt, in the house. Faqala libnihi, so he said to his son. Faqala libni Hamidin, said to the son of Hamid that he went to visit, and he did not find Hamid at home. So he sent to his son Musa. فَقَالَ لِابْنِهِ Musa. So he said to his son Musa, أَيْنَ أَبُوكَ? Where is your father? فَقَالَ, Faf is so. قَالَ, he said. Li is lam kasra li, which is arfuja. Ibni is ismu majrur, which means son. He is mudaf ilayhi. Musa. Now what is Musa? Musa is badal in this sentence. Badal from Ibnu, because Ibnu is the same person as the Musa. No, it's just like explaining it or taking the place of it. Sorry. We'll learn more about this form of badal more in book 3, inshallah. Aina Abuk, where is your father? Musa answers Zakaria, says, Zahaba ila suq, went to the market. Zakaria says, Ayezhabu. So this is the first introduction of Mudari'a. Ayezhabu, does he go? Ila suqi kulla yawmin, does he go to the market every day? Ayezhabu, does he go? You see, I said does he go because of course the context demand that we translate it as does he go. You can't say is he going to the market every day, because this is, or you, it doesn't mean will he go to the market every day. It's like does he usually go. That's what you can figure out from the context. So the mudari'a means does he go here. Ayazhabu ila suki kulla yawmin, does he go to the market every day? Musa says na'am, of course, yes. Yazhabu da'iman, he goes always. Da'iman, always. Da'iman, always. يذهب دائما إلى السوق بعد صلاة الفجر. He goes to the market every day after صلاة الفجر. Zakaria says متى يرجع من السوق. So of course you can try to translate this. Mata means what? It means when. And then yarji'u is from raja'a. What is raja'a? Yarja'a means he returned. Yarji'u. Mata yarji'u. When does he return min as-suq, from the suq? Musa says yarji'u fi as-sa'ati as-sabi'ah. He returns. Now you see yarji'u, they are using mudari'a fi as-sa'ati as-sabi'ah. Wa ahyanan. Ahyanan we say is the opposite of what? Ahyanan is the opposite of da'iman. Wa ahyanan, and sometimes fi sa'ati as-samina. Sometimes by sa'ati as-samina. Sometimes it returns by 8 o'clock. Zakaria says ماذا يفعل في البيت. You see يفعل, another mudari'a. فعل يفعل. ماذا يفعل في البيت. What does he do in the house? Musa says يقرأ, he reads. This is another mudari'a from قرأ. يقرأ الصحف, he reads the newspaper. ويسمع, and he listens. الأخبار, he listens to the news. من الإذاعة, from the radio. Zakaria says متى يذهب إلى المصنع. When does he go? ذهب يذهب. When does he go to the masna', to the factory? So masna' means a place where you are producing something. It's from sana'a. Sana'a means to produce. Yasna'u, masna', the place of producing. You know, just like sajada means to prostrate. Yasjudu, and then you have masjidu, the place where you're prostrating, the masjid. Musa says يذهب في الساعة التاسعة. Musa says يذهب في الساعة التاسعة. He goes مضارع, he goes في الساعة التاسعة, in or at. I think you translate at, not in. He goes at, or is it by 9 o'clock, wanisf, an half. So he goes by 9:30. يذهب في الساعة التاسعة ونصف. He goes by 9:30. Nisf is half an hour. Zakaria says ومتى يرجع من هناك. And when does he return from there? متى يرجع. When does he return? من هناك, from there. So Musa says يرجع, he returns. That's رجع يرجع. في الساعة الواحدة ونصف. He returns by 1 o'clock, 1:30. Al-wahida, 1, wanis, and 30. He returns by 1:30. Awis or he returns by 2 o'clock. Zakaria says أيذهب إلى المصنع مرة أخرى بعد الظهر. Does he go to the factory another time? مرة أخرى, again. بعد الظهر, after الظهر. Musa says, La. No, he doesn't go back again for the day. لا يذهب بعد الظهر. Doesn't go after Zuhr. يجلس هنا في مكتبه بعد الصلاة. He sits here in his office after Salah. After Salat, بعد صلاة العصر. After Salat al-Asr, he sits here. Zakaria says, كم عاملا يعمل في مصنعكم. How many workers work? عمل يعمل. How many workers, how many laborers work in your factory? في مصنعكم. Musa says, مصنعنا ليس بكبير. You see, ليس and خبر ليس having ba before it. مصنعنا, our factory. So مصنع مضاف, and then na is مضاف إليه. مصنعنا ليس بكبير. Our factory is not big. يعمل فيه. They are working in it. مئة. مئة is what? 100. So they are 100. وخمسة وعشرون عاملا. 125. 25. So this is 125 عاملا. Yeah, that would be a big factory in Nigeria, I suppose. ومهندسان. And then we'll have two engineers. 125 workers, laborers, and two engineers. You see how he just said muhandisani. He did not say muhandisani isnani. Wa muhandisani is, it means two. You don't have to say isnani after it. Zakaria says as-sa'atul an, the time now, as at-tasi'atu ila rub'an. Illa rub'an, sorry. The time now is 9 o'clock except ruba, a fourth. So the time now is quarter to 9. وَمَا رَجَعَ أَبُوكَ. And your father has not returned. You know, he said he used to return by 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. الساعة السابعة أو الثامنة. But now Zakaria is saying الساعة الآن, it's already quarter to 9 now, and ما رجع أبوك. Your father has not رجع. So Musa says, لَعَلَّهُ يَرْجِعُ الْيَوْمَ مُتَأَخِّرًا. And we already explained this sentence. لَعَلَّ in this sentence meaning al-ishfaq. I'm afraid he's going to return late today. Alright. Tamarinu. أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية. Answer the following questions. لزيارة من ذهب زكريا. Who did Zakaria go and visit? I think this is based on the passage. So if you read the passage with concentration, you should be able to answer. I think is Hamid. That's the first thing. ذهب زكريا لزيارة حامد. متى ذهب? When did he go? Alright, so these are all based on the passage, and you can answer this inshallah. صحيح ما يلي. Correct what follows. حامد ibn Musa. This is wrong. I think Musa ibn Amidin or Hamidun Abu Musa. Musa is the son of Hamid, or you can say Hamid is the father of Musa. So you do the same thing with all of the remaining. You correct it. It's also based on the passage. يذهب حامد إلى السوق أحيانا. Hamid goes to the market sometimes. That's not right. Hamid goes all the time, every day after Salatul Fajr. So you correct that. تأمل الأمثلة الآتية. Ponder the following examples. الماضي ذهب علي إلى المدرسة أمس. Ali went to madrasa yesterday, and then يذهب علي إلى المدرسة كل يوم. Ali goes. It's not Ali is going, because you can see كل يوم. He goes every day. Ali goes to the madrasa every day. We're using يذهب now. مضارع to mean it goes, continuous. قرأ إسماعيل القرآن. Ismail read the Quran. يقرأ إسماعيل القرآن بعد صلاة الفجر كل يوم. Ismail reads the Quran after Salatul Fajr every day. غسل الرجل سيارته. The man washed his car. Washed. غسل. Washed. يغسل الرجل سيارته كل أسبوع. The man washes his car every week. تأمل الأمثلة واكتب مضارع الأفعال الآتية. Ponder the following examples and then write the mudari' of the af'al, of the verbs that follows. كتب يكتب. جلس يجلس. ذهب يذهب. سمع يسمع. So what is the mudari' of dakhala? If you don't know it, you check the dictionary. But I think you should know all of this. We've done their common verbs. So let's take this as assignment, since this is like the main gist of lesson number 10. The mudari'a of these verbs. Rafa'a, la'iba, raja'a, kharaja. And then exercise number 5. أكمل الجمل الآتية بوضع فعل المضارع مناسب في الفراغ. Complete the following sentence by placing the appropriate verbs in the empty spaces. Dash abi ila suki kulla sabahin, which will probably mean my father, you should go. My father goes to the market every morning, so we'll have to be yazhabu, because you see ila suk, to the market, yazhabu abi. So you do the same thing with the remaining, and you can choose any verb that you feel it is appropriate. I think you can do that. Ikra ma yali. Read what follows. واحد وعشرون طالبا. 120 students, which means 21 students. And we've done the numbering. Just make sure when it is 1 and 2, they follow like not the first part and what you are counting. And when you have 23, they disagree, like salasatun wa ashiruna taliban. And make sure your adad is singular and it is mansub. اقرأ ما يلي ثم اكتبه مع كتابة الأرقام الواردة بالحروف. And we do this type a lot. So you read what follows and then you change this to number. Let's take that as assignment number 2, inshallah. So في الشهر, in the month, there are 29. What is 29 in Arabic? Aw, or 30 yawman, or 30 days. So you replace all of the numbers with words. And that's how you do this exercise. Ta'amal ma yali. Ponder what follows. This is about using mubakiran and mutaakhiran, which means mubakiran means early and mutaakhiran means late. So ذهبت ذهبت إلى المدرسة اليوم مبكرا. I went to the madrasa today early. ورجعت إلى البيت متأخرا. And I returned to the house late. ذهبت ليلى. Layla went. إلى الجامعة متأخرة. He went to the school, to the jamia, to the university. متأخرة. متأخرة. Because she is muannas. متأخرة. So there's a ta marbuto at the end. ذهبت الطبيبة اليوم إلى المستشفى مبكرة. The doctor went to the hospital today early. كون جملا مستعملة لكلمات الآتية. Form sentences using the following. دائما, always. أحيانا, sometimes. متأخرا, late مرة أخرى, one more time. Then you have al-kalimatul jadida, and we've taken this at the beginning. So lesson number 10 is a short lesson. Alhamdulillah, this is the end of the lesson. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.